Are we going? Okay, alright, cool. Sorry. And action. Hi guys, my name is Abimbola. Welcome back to my channel. This is your first time, I'm wondering why. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to share. Please don't forget to like this video. So I decided I wanted to do an updated Q&A on my channel. And I asked you guys on YouTube and on Instagram to send me whatever questions you want me to answer. And I was going to answer them. However, plot twist. I am getting interviewed, getting questionnared, if that's a word, by my girl, my friend, Buki Akimade, aka The Kitchen News. Now, if you don't know who that is, the question really is, are you living under a rock? Please subscribe to her YouTube channel, The Kitchen News. Follow her on Instagram at The Kitchen News. Give yourself wisdom, quick DIY tips, quick how to cook and how to feed your family, sustainability things. Yeah, what's up?
What's good?
You're a fine girl.
I'm ready for you.
Come
Are you
on.
ready for me?
I'm not sure, man. My people, they'll be sending questions like say no, na jam.
I have all the questions, Bimbo.
Alright, let's
These
go.
Questions though.
My dear, it's in your control. Pick and choose whichever one. Quick and easy, light.
Okay. I don't know how much time we have, but let's start somewhere.
Alright.
Okay. Do you want me to say their names or no need?
No.
No need. Okay. First question. Have you ever been body shamed? And how did you handle it? How did you build your body confidence?
So people ask me this question directly and indirectly. And when I say I can't speak my truth regarding it, some people get offended. I think there's a huge assumption that once you're plus size, overweight, big, small, curvy, skinny, whatever it is, that there had been a time in your life where you've been dragged about your size. It has not happened to me. At least not to my face. I don't know what they say behind, but to my face, no.
I think people want to, in a way, I mean, they first of all assume that you have been, and in asking or in talking about it, or bringing it to you, maybe they want to draw strength
From it?
from your response because they've also been body shamed. So, I mean,
I guess what I would tell you on the flip side is because I haven't experienced it doesn't mean I can't speak on it. What I'll tell you is the only way to build body confidence, but I don't think there's a label like body confidence. I think confidence is confidence. And the only way to build confidence literally starts from you accepting who you are and what you look like. It's never easy. It doesn't mean every day you wake up and you love yourself. But you wake up every day and you choose to accept the body that you're in this moment.
it's a decision.
And decide that if you don't like it, then you do something about it. But you don't let people tell you who they think you are or what they think you look like. It's why I refuse to put myself inside boxes. Like, don't call me curvy, don't call me the plus size girl, I don't call myself any of that. I'm just Bimbo, Joe. Thanks. And once you start to give yourselves the labels that you want to be seen and recognized with, it starts to make you walk into those shoes. I don't know if that makes sense for you.
It does make sense. Okay, well, great. Next question.
Okay, shake body. Be like saying, no, this serious.
Is it serious? I mean, I can't speak on body confidence or any of that because...
Oh, not the topic.
I'm why?
Because Buki has more vibes than all this one that she's giving us, so that's
I'm being serious.
Oh,
this is
okay, sorry,
like
I didn't know
a
we're serious. Alright, let's go.
serious discussion.
Yes.
So let's have it. Plus, I want to get to these questions because there's some really interesting ones and I just want to get to it, but don't worry. You'll feel the vibes. I love you, Abimbola, so much. How has your year been? What does it feel like living for God and managing your boundaries and convictions, especially as someone in the limelight?
Yeah. You see the way Buki is smiling because she understands a few things.
I really do.
First of all, my year has started off really great. How has it been trying to live for God? That's the only way. Once you realize that you cannot find hope, you cannot find contentment, you cannot find happiness in man. The only person that you have is Jesus. After Jesus, now yourself. So it's literally just coming to that realization that there's nobody that can help yourself good. Once you realize that, there's nobody else to turn to. So there's that. In terms of boundaries and being in the limelight, I won't say it's been easy. And I only say that now because I've always been a person who understands that I have established boundaries from the jump. However, what I'm starting to realize is even though you have people around you who claim to understand and see you and respect your boundaries, when it comes down to it, every once in a while you'll be tested. I think the painful part is when you're tested and you don't react in the way in which they expect you to, then it's shock for them. And that shock sometimes can turn into animosity, but everybody will be okay. If you have boundaries and you state it clearly to the people that you care about, I think it's important that they follow it. But also understand that you can't set boundaries for people and not respect those same boundaries as well. So it goes both ways, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's not been easy, but we did try.
We did manage.
We manage.
With God's help.
Period.
That's all you need.
That's it.
That's all you need.
How do you deal with boundaries?
I have to. I think letting people know. Like I have to make it known to people because there's some things I won't tolerate. There's some things I just can't accept. And I'm at that place now where, I like to respect everybody. I want people to respect me as well. And if I feel like you need to know that this is off limits, then I will tell you that this is off limits and please stay within the limits. Period. So I'm very vocal about it. I think people also need to be told. People somehow just cannot reason properly, or maybe it just needs to be said. Maybe that's it. So I'm very vocal about once is all you're getting.
Is that once?
Once is all. No, but once is all you're getting because nobody has time for that, and it's just that one time. And so far, we're doing all right with the people that I'm interacting with.
Lovely.
We're doing good. So yeah. Nah, I'm not going to get into it. But moving on swiftly. This person says, "Hey Bimbo, hope you're doing well. My question is, have you ever thought of relocating away from Nigeria?"
So I do joke around with this. I think I've said it on here before that my final destination, aside from heaven, before I reach, that realm, is the United States of America. And when I say that, people think I'm joking. I only say that because for the past 20 amount of years, that is the country that I frequent. And when I talk about family, aside from my mom and I who stay here in Nigeria, my siblings, they live abroad, which is in America. And so America to me is like the back of my hand. I go there.
It kind of feels like home.
It feels like home, exactly. So when I think about the possibility of being able to have options, and that's what I tell people I'm looking for. I'm not necessarily looking to just carry my bag and leave Nigeria and go and settle somewhere permanently. I want to have options of where I say,
option
today I'm working in Nigeria, I'm living here, I'm shooting a film, I'm making whatever, I'm trying to make money here. When I decide, okay, you know what, there's an opportunity that's presented itself elsewhere, I go there, do what I need to do, and come back. So the option to be able to move back and forth is what I'm looking forward to and what I'm praying for.
Not to necessarily pack up your shit and go.
Honestly, not really. Except, that happens, and when that happens, i.e., maybe you get married, maybe kids, there has to be a deeper reason.
If you get married though, and your husband in the first couple of months asks you to move abroad, would you consider it?
I think where I'm at right now, the kind of job that I do is quite flexible. Okay. And this is me assuming that for him to be asking that, it means that wherever his base is, he's more stable there. In terms of the fact that the work that he does requires him to physically be there. Whereas the kind of work that I do, like I said, I can dip in and dip out. I definitely will. I'm a firm believer in the fact that first few years of marriage,
not to the US though, like
wherever,
somewhere else.
Bro, listen, the reason why I'm saying that is because next thing I was about to say, I'm a firm believer in the fact that when you first get married, it's like when a child is born, right? The first few things it's familiar with are the foundation that the family is, the home first, is whatever you give to them that they take from and they take out. It's the same thing with marriage, right? Yeah. First get married, you need to first of all build your core foundation. And for you guys to be able to do that, not everybody, which is fine, but for me, for us to be able to do that, I think we need to be physically in each other's space.
I agree. I totally 100%
So
agree.
yeah, that one I would definitely do what I need to do by the grace of God to make it work. Baby, you hear me? I got Just in case it's out there, I got you. Just don't carry me to Poland.
What's wrong with Poland?
I don't know, it just sounds far. And Australia. Cheers. But if God say that's our
see you
base,
again if you go to Australia.
and you know you cannot do it without me.
Girl. This person says, I want to take a risk this year, but what if things don't go well?
Yeah.
With the finances, as I'm still a student.
Oh. You know, I always like when people be asking me questions like I'm Einstein. You do give me hope that you think I'm
we value your opinion.
No, I love it. It makes me feel good inside. Warm and fuzzy. First of all, I'll be very honest, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but you know, I keep talking about evolving and change and how sometimes you need to adapt to the times that you're in. In the times that we're in, economic situation choke. Everybody's pocket is tight. And right now, people are literally functioning, making decisions, cutting off people, cutting out people, making decisions, letting go of decisions based on finances. I wish it wasn't the way it was, but right now, there's really no romance without finance. You can't do anything without money. And so if you're about to take a risk, make sure it's a calculated risk. I'm not saying don't take risk, take it, but make sure it's calculated. Because at the end of the day, if you take it and it doesn't work, my dear, you're left alone, and me, I'm still soaking Gary. So make sure you think about it, make sure you pray on it. And then make sure that at the end of the day, you have two alternatives, right? If it goes in your favor, better. But have the backup that if it doesn't, what is your next alternative?
What's plan B?
You need to have plan B.
Yeah.
That's my word.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense because you can't be gambling.
Not in this times.
In these times, you just need to know for sure. You need to. I mean, maybe you won't 100% know, but at least if you're 80% sure of what you're doing, then you can move. Otherwise, you'll be stranded. And that's not a good place to be.
My dear, I said no romance without finance. Literally. Literally.
This person wants to know, what's one tip for success in the world?
It's a hula.
Okay, this person wants to know, what's one tip for success in the workplace you wish you knew 10 years ago?
There's no tip for success. And I say this, and I don't know a lot.
Hallelujah.
I don't know a lot. I'm not as experienced as people will think. However, I know that success looks very different to different people. Absolutely. And the only person that can really define success for you is literally yourself. And I say that with all due respect and humility to everybody else. And so the one thing I'll tell you is that there's no one way to success. I would also tell you to be as authentic as you can. In the times that we're in again, things are changing and evolving. Gone are the days where it was just your resume alone that could get you into rooms. Now it's how you speak to people.
Somebody to know somebody.
Then it was our networking that could get you into rooms. But now it's not even about that. It's how you present yourself. It's how you hold conversations. It's how you interact with people. I know people that have been hired just based off of goodwill. Oh, I ran into this person comes off genuine. I think it could happen. Come and try. Before you know, the person tries, next thing they're successful at it. If you ask the person how, they'll tell you, all I did was just be myself.
Having said that, and I agree with you, there is no one, I don't feel like there's a tip that anybody can give to anyone, really. Because success means different things to different people as well. You know, what you see as success may not feel like success to me. What I see as success may not feel like success to somebody else. So you will define your own success for yourself. But having said that, people also gatekeep. Like you have information, there's just some general things like, you know, networking, which it may sound like it's been
pounded over.
Yeah,
oh no, but you can't overemphasize that. You can't
overemphasize that.
You can't.
You know, people kind of just gatekeep things and be like, nah, God, I hate that. It is God at the end of the day, but they're practical things that you do. You know, so if I'm asking you, and not like this one that is just a general question, but if I'm asking you, how do I get into the movie industry? Like, it's the grace of God, because that time I just prayed, I did this 40-day fasting, and you know, God just, on the 40th day, God just answered my prayer. I don't like that.
No, I agree with you.
I don't like that.
I agree
But
with
having
you.
said that, there's no one tip. It depends on what success is for you, and then you would ask very specific questions regarding what you're trying to be successful at.
Totally. However, one thing I would say that I've learned about being on this journey to whatever success looks like to you is to stay authentically yourself, to work hard, but most importantly, to work smart. I'm a hard worker. I've never been a smart worker. And when I mean smart, I'm not talking about necessarily just your intellect, right? I'm talking about literally knowing how to play politics. And as much as it cringes me in my inside, I'm cringing internally saying this thing, I've learned that sometimes you need to learn how to play both sides. And so work hard, important. I'm a hard worker, but you need to also be a smart worker. I know people who don't lift half as heavy as I am, or half as heavy as I lift. I'm not necessarily they've gotten further, however, they've gotten ahead from just being smart. So a wise person will be able to find a balance between doing both.
Absolutely agree. Oh look, someone is asking, how do I get into the Nigerian film industry as a screenwriter? It's one of my biggest dreams.
You know what? It's the same way I always tell people when they ask me this, and I think some people are actually tired of my responses. I will ask you to ask yourself why. A very popular friend of mine reached out to me just 2 days ago, and he was like, listen, people have been telling him to get into acting, and he's been praying about it, and somehow it was revealed to him that if at all he was going to put his foot into this, the first person he should work with and have a consultation with should be me. And I told him I'm very humbled. I will tell you this. Why do you want to? Is it because people have told you to? Have you sat down with yourself and have you thought about the fact that you can possibly do this? And if you have, the next question is, how do you approach it? Because you see, it's easy to have a friend like me and be able to talk to me and think I'll plug you in. But there needs to be a how and a why I will plug you in.
A why.
I need that why, and I need you to know the why. And it's like, oh, you didn't think about it that way. I'm like, yeah, think about it that way. Somebody puts you in a box. People are not stereotypically giving you roles because you're handsome and you're great looking and this is that. No, it's because they know you can deliver. It's because you show them that, listen, there's a potential possibility that you have range. So it's the same thing. If you're a great script writer, why? Why do you want to go into script writing? Because you sound like someone that is just passionate or think you're passionate about it. And we're passionate about a lot.
A lot of things.
But in the times that we're in, can your passion generate income?
Passion is not enough.
It's not enough. Can it generate income? You know, you have to think about that. And when you think about that, how do you intend to move around it? Also, we're also in times when people are not necessarily handed things anymore. People literally need to take a risk on themselves. So sometimes if you're waiting for people to help you, you're reaching out to all these producers, executive producers, and nobody's answering you and you really believe in this script of yours, sit down, find a friend who's a producer, find a friends who are actors. All of you come together, collaborate, put something out there. Once you put yourself out there, trust me, people will start to come. So think about that, if you're good. But then good is also relative.
True. This person is asking,
Hey.
what do I need to do when people spread rumors about me after I started a campaign in my school?
I mean, what was the campaign about, first of all? Okay, but jokes apart. If there's one thing that I'm learning, is that people always speak on you. People always project, and people always tell a side of the story that favors them the most. And imagine if you had to go around correcting everybody. It's exhausting. Imagine people calling me every day. They said this about you. They said you are this. They said that. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, who's the person that said it? Okay, you're not called the person. Hello, Kemi. Kemi, they said I'm this. But Kemi, I'm not really. How many people would you just
question though is, why do you care?
You see, that's why I'm going somewhere, guys. Bookie is extreme. I take my time to get there.
Why do you care?
Because some people, and I've learned this, and that's why I'm not even going there yet. I don't care, and Bookie doesn't care. However, some of you care, and there's nothing wrong with that. At the core of it, however, you need to figure out why you care. But I'm not even here to tell you why not to care, because I mean, how you see things, how you rate people, maybe those things give you validation, and that's fine. However, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because at the end of the day, those things don't matter, and those people don't matter. If people really want to know who you are at the core of it, they'll take time out to figure out who you are. And if they hear rumors about you and they genuinely want to know whether it's true or not, guess what? They're going to ask you. And if they don't, but you hear about it, as long as they do not bring it to you and to your face, ignore it. You can't always prove yourself to people. It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Very
You
exhausting.
can't always tell people. How many times are you going to be defending
My
yourself,
dear.
especially as a student? Like, this goes around a lot. It's happened to me in the past, and I did care at the time. I can't remember why I did, but I did care at the time, but it was exhausting having to explain to this one, having to explain to that one, and I'm just like, you heard.
And if they said it about me, guess what? It's true. Shoot.
I don't care what you think at this point.
Yeah, you can't. It's tiring. So ignore it.
Sorry, just ignore. If you ain't into movie making,
No, it ain't.
what other profession would you have gone for?
The profession that they sent me to expensive school for.
Which is
Law. I am a lawyer, guys. I am a lawyer. However, people have told me that,
charge and bail.
girl, bye. What do you mean by that?
I don't know
Hello,
what
please.
that
My charge
is.
and bail lawyers, they're making money. No, we only have two types of lawyers
We're not
in
very
Nigeria. When I mean types, not types per se, but you're either soliciting or you're litigating. And then now we've been able to metamorphosize into different branches of law and sectors of law. But honestly, I would have been a lawyer. And if I wasn't a lawyer, I've heard that I could make great money from being a coach, TED talker, what's that thing that they call, which makes me cringe? A motivational
Oh my God.
speaker. Yeah.
But you can be, I feel like you would be a great TED talker. Have you ever explored it?
I've never been invited.
Uh-oh. We need to get the invite out. Whoever
You
is
heard?
listening, you need to get Bimbo that invite like ASAP, like yesterday. I feel like I feel like you have a lot more to say.
I do.
If you're asked the right questions, you do have a lot to say, and you have, it's just your mindset, the way that your mind is and the way that your mind works. I feel like if people...
You guys, not Bookie giving me compliments without giving me a compliment.
Shut up, Bimbo.
It doesn't happen often. Let me let you land. Please go ahead.
No, if people ask the right questions, I feel like they can get a lot more out of you.
Lovely.
They're just not giving you the chance. People are asking, and I'm not saying like these questions don't matter, but knowing Bimbo, like if Bimbo ever said, Bookie, here's 10 minutes, ask me anything, I won't be asking her what she uses for her hair. Or if somebody, I would be deep. I'll be really deep, but that's just me. And maybe it's because I know you.
Maybe.
Maybe. So I'm reading these questions and I have to scroll through because and I think you should maybe answer it at this point. A lot of people are asking, Bimbo, how are you really doing?
Aww. That is so, and I'm being honest now, jokes apart. I find when people ask me that question quite often, I feel very touched and warm and fuzzy inside. And the reason why is because I think a lot of you know that I don't express a lot. And I don't, not because I'm not dealing with ish or shit. It's because I genuinely feel like everybody's dealing with something. And the last thing I want is to burden people. It doesn't mean I don't have down times, I don't have sad times. This one has experienced a few of those. But you know, it's choosing every day to always try to see the silver lining. And so I say that to say thank you for asking. Right now, I'm actually in a really good headspace. Peace.
We see it.
So yeah, I'm
We
good.
can tell.
Still single, but I'm good.
Yeah. This person wants to know, how have you been able to stay consistent on your fitness journey? She says, I'm tired.
My sister, if I tell you that me too, I'm tired, you choke.
It's tiring.
It's tiring. But this is what I keep telling people. And I know I'm sounding like a very, very, very old clock saying the same thing over and again. But I've realized that for every time I try to go into something or I start something, I need to have a why. If you have a why, it's easier for you to be consistent at it. My why was because I said I wanted to try. Let me try and see if I can just stay healthy, stay active. It was never about losing weight and it still isn't. Because technically, according to some people that send me DMs, with all the way I work out and I carry it and I carry that, I should be skinnier than Nam Campbell. Thank you, Uncle. I'll show you.
Working out
My dear, forget, don't try and
has
break it
many
down.
purposes though.
Don't try and break it down. Don't bother.
I'm working out, for instance, I started my fitness journey like proper. I've been doing it over the years, in and out. But I started proper in October. My why was because I wanted to be stronger.
Ooh.
I wanted to be stronger. I didn't want to feel tired all the time.
Mm.
I wanted to, just have more stamina. I have young kids and I want to be able to run around for hours with them because the boys boys are different. I just wanted to just be stronger and just have the stamina and not be tired every time I walk up the stairs. So that was my why, and I'm doing it and I'm enjoying it. And one thing that has helped me though is someone said when you want to stay consistent with like a habit, don't treat it like a chore.
Exactly.
You can't let it feel like work to you. Try to see the fun in it, and that will help. So every day, I don't feel like going to the gym every day, but I go to the gym 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Not because I really want to be there, but I've started to see it as, it's just somewhere I have to go. It's just like how I say I'm waking up, I need to brush my teeth. That's how I say it. So I wake up, I brush my teeth, I change and I move.
That's exactly.
I don't give myself time to think about it. I talk myself out of it. It's just get up, do your prayers.
That's what
change
consistency
and
does. It becomes like a routine for you. My why was just to be healthier. However, over time, your why changes. Now I work out as often again because I realize that there's certain things that happen in my life that I have no control over. If I drive today, I don't know if I'm going to get to my destination in the next second. I mean, I will by the grace of God. But my point was going and working out consistently was one thing that I had a choice over, right? I can choose to, and I enjoy it. It's one of the few ways in which I socialize as well. I tell people that I'm very sociable, but I'm not social. and there's a difference.
I get that.
Yes. So I'm very sociable, but I'm not social. And so going to the gym, especially a gym that I feel very safe in, and I've been able to, get 1 or 2 workout buddies where I feel comfortable enough with. I look forward to just waking up in the morning, going to burn some calories with these people where we chit chat a second and just to see them, and then we move on again. Half of the time, most of the time I work from home, I literally only go to the gym. And then after that, I'm in my house for the next 22 hours. My mom thinks it's crazy. She's like, people, please step out of the house. I'm like, yeah, I went to the gym.
Leave the house.
It's like, it doesn't count.
But I saw people, I talk to other people.
That's what I tell her. And so that's my why, to be honest with you. And like Buki said, it's hard. It's not every day that you want to do it. But when you start to form and develop a habit, then it becomes consistent. And once you have consistency, you're able to build discipline. And so even when you don't want to, you do it.
You just do it.
But it literally just starts when you just started.
You have to take that first step.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. How do you lead a friendship with a guy to a relationship without being the first to fall in love or catch feelings?
Okay. All right. My answer is very simple. You see, with life, with relationship, I'm learning and I'm here with love as well, but I don't know. You don't have control over emotions. You really don't. You can't. It's like when you want to walk out, right? You can't spoke train. Bookie cannot wake up this morning and say, okay, she wants to be fit on this journey, but she really wants to make sure that her tummy goes down. Know how, whenever workout she does, her bum will go down, her thigh will go out, her arms will get smaller. It's the same thing. You can't just pick and choose, right? You're either given or you're not given. And I think with relationships, same thing with friendships and with love, it's a risk. You either go head in or you don't at all. You have a friend who's your friend, you have feelings for him. I think that's the problem with human beings. We complicate things without it needing complications. A is your friend. A, over time, has shown you that, okay, you know what? You can be a bit more consistent. You realize also that you develop feelings for him. One day you sit down, hey, can I have a deep conversation with you? I have feelings for you. Oh wow, B, I appreciate you as a friend. And honestly, maybe I have feelings for you too, but I don't want to ever mess it up. I think it's just best with your friends. Guess what? It will hurt you. But guess what? In the next 1 week, you will move on. And you know. So it means that whatever feelings were developing 2 seconds ago, you've killed it. As opposed to you holding those feelings and emotions in your mind and in your heart. 22 years, you are still there. A will now come one day and tells you that he's getting married. No, I'm exaggerating, but it happens with people, right?
It really does.
That's why you find people that you say men and women can be best friends. I think it's just a joke. The only reason why is because a lot of people have a lot of unanswered, undisclosed emotions and feelings, and there's no need. When things are spoken out, it's easy to
you know exactly where you stand. Oh, I don't see a relationship with you.
You
Then you
want.
know that there's no road there. You just go.
So my dear,
Yeah.
forget all the stories that you've told me in the past that women don't do approachment first. When the times
That's
that
a lie.
you go old. Next thing A will come and tell you that he's seeing C. You not start being
Meanwhile, you were there the whole
attitudinal.
time.
You not be attitudinal to C, and then all of a sudden you not start saying, me and him are not close anymore. You not ask you why. You don't have a reason why. It's because you caught feelings and then you did not tell him about it. Now you're not angry that he has moved on. What did you want him to do? Sweetie, close mouth, don't get fed.
Ow.
So let's be.
This next question: how do you make sure a new guy you met doesn't turn your relationship to a situationship?
My dear, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
You vocalize. You literally, and I think a lot of women, and maybe not a lot because I don't have a statistical figure. Oh my God, let's begin. I don't get figure. So because some of you say, it's not fact, it's just your opinion. Everything we're saying here is our opinion. Let's move on. A lot of women get into trouble because a lot of times you can get into things, and when it doesn't work for you, or you want it to work more in your favor, you don't speak, instead you roll with the flow. So now we moved on from this lady who was talking about the fact that she has a friend and she's catching feelings, but she should tell him, to where you have a friend right now, you're catching feelings, the friend is aware you're catching feelings, probably he too is catching feelings, but what you're worried about now is that you don't want it to move from catching feelings to it being casual. So you want more. He's not going to know that. First of all, I think we give a lot of men credit. No offense, a lot of them are clueless as hell. Even your guys that feel like they're bad guys or boys, fuck boys, it's a lie. Oh, dance gone. They don't know 1, 2, 3 from 3, 4, 5. You are giving them too much credit. A lot of them only operate by verbal things. Verbal communication works for them. You literally tell them, bros, see, I like you, I can see you like me too. However, I don't do casual. I don't have time for us to just be doing situationship. If that's what you're looking for, listen with it. Period. The end. Full stop.
Is it okay to be with someone who's constantly sick? I mean, in and out of hospital.
First of all, I want to say that being with anyone who is sick or constantly sick takes a toll on both parties. It's not easy. And I say this to say, I have friends who are married to people who are warriors. Shout out to my warriors. When I say warriors, I'm not a warrior, but if you know anything, there's one thing I'm looking for: sickle cell and autism. So sickle cell. I know it's not easy, but I think a lot of people need to realize what they're getting into when they sign up for it initially. Because I think that's where it becomes unfair. And then you make the person feel like they're a burden. You were definitely aware from the job, this is me assuming, that this person is prone to sickness in and out. And maybe initially when you started it, and guess what, people are not to change their minds. So maybe when you go into the relationship, you thought it was something you could deal with. But getting into the relationship, you realize that, you know what, is deeper than you thought. It's not ending, it's not ending. It keeps going, and it keeps draining from you. So I don't necessarily think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a sensitive thing, and I think it can be painful. But if you don't express how you're feeling, it will eat you up. Because not everybody can be caregivers. And I say that to say, it's the same way you see a woman who's fully abled or a man who's fully abled married to a disabled person, and you can't understand how this person can choose to just become this person's primary caregiver, because that's what you're doing full time, right? But it's a choice that this person has chosen to make. Not a lot of people can do that because they don't necessarily understand the weight of what they're signing up for. So please, if you're with someone who is prone to sickness, constantly ill, I think you need to understand what you're getting into. I think there needs to be constant communication so you get it. And also, if you're at a point where you can't, I think it's important you tell the person so you don't become resentful.
True.
Because imagine if you're meant to be someone's caregiver and then you now become the person's. I don't want to. The word I'm about to use is too heavy. I was going to say, like, you know, when you become a hunter. So you're meant to be taking care of the person, so you're not the person that is harming the person.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
You don't want to do that. Somebody wants to know.
Okay.
What inspired your getting out of your comfort zone recently?
You know why I'm laughing in my
I like
head?
that question.
Whatever, man. The reason why I'm laughing in my head is because I didn't just get out of my comfort zone recently. I just publicly decided to declare that I was out of my comfort zone. You know me. It's like people seeing me wear shorts. I'm like, oh my God, no, you show your legs. I'm like, eh? Since when?
Since
I always
time.
have. I just don't take pictures and post it on
When I do.
social media.
You do.
But in recent times, I decided, like, you know what, yeah, I really don't care, bro. You know, let me every once in a while remind you people that I'm that big.
That you got that.
That just in case you're slipping on me.
In case you forgot.
Let me lift your jaw off the ground.
Do you know what? I've just seen a question now, and this person is asking, what do you do for work now? Oh my god.
Oh my dear, I'm a sugar baby.
As you should be.
That's it. That's what I do for work now.
As you should be.
And the reason I'm saying that is I'm sure the person even asking doesn't even know what I do. So for them to be
what
asking
you were
now,
doing
what I was
before.
doing before.
Then
And I
you're
say that
asking
because
what-
a lot of people, if you ask me what I say, you're an actress now. That's not my bread and butter. So I say that to say right now, I'm a sugar baby. Yeah. I come to my friend Buki's house to eat free food. And I go home and I sleep. God is paying my rent.
I don't even know if I should read this question out, but how do you stay happy and not depressed seeing all your friends get married? Please.
Okay, I think they're asking for themselves, not me. People don't internalize. Come on. I was like, wow, Esheli boy. I just spoke to Jakiri. Like, did I tell you that? He's doing me.
Clearly asking for themselves because
I think again, it really starts with knowing yourself at the core of it all and understanding that the God that you serve, you know, knows what is best for you, and in due season, your season will come. So I say that to say celebrate with the people that are worth celebrating. If your friends are getting married, having babies, be happy. There's no need holding it, oh my God, when my own come? Because your own will come, especially if that is your heart desire. And if it's a desire that you've let God know and is His will for you, it will happen. Just always look at it at the fact that everybody's season is different. These friends that you're saying, oh my God, they've gotten married now, I'm sure career-wise, you're probably doing better than them. Day to day, they're probably wondering, when is my own career too going to bloom? Meanwhile, you're there wondering about marriage. So I'm saying, if you want something, go for it. Put yourself out there. Try and date. Do all that good stuff. But you can't force it if it's not your time. So till it's your time, be happy for those who are in their season. Yeah. That's how you do it.
I'm so happy. And then like 200 questions asking, when is Skinny Girl in Transit Season 7 coming out?
Yeah.
Question.
Tell me when you feel wings. Please, you should ask him, Danny. I can confirm that we shot Season 7 in November of 2022. When it is coming out, I don't know, my loves.
That is the bulk. I mean, not the bulk of the question, but there are quite a few people. In fact, there are quite a lot of people asking in different ways. When is the new season of SGT coming out? When is Skinny Girl in Transit back? When is Skinny Girl in Transit Season 7 coming out? When are we going to see it? Didn't you say you already shot it?
I know you love me. I love you too.
Okay, so
let's take two more.
Who told you there's two? Hi Bimbo, is it a bad thing that I'm still single at almost 27?
My dear. Hey! Hi! What's the person's name, please? Not the whole name, just the first name.
Mofi Bukunfolua.
Hi Murphy. Hey, is it a bad thing that I'm 36 and I'm still single? I have 10 years over you. What you gonna do about that? What? My dear, you better drink wine and relax. You don't want to rush into something, so you don't rush out. I told you, in your singlehood is when you should take the time to understand yourself, to love yourself, to make yourself happy, because it's not your husband that will fulfill you. It's not your husband that will give you happiness. It's not your children that will even feel your whatever hole you're lacking inside. It's not them that will do it for you. So in this time, understand who you are. There are a lot of people that are married right now that have no clue who they are. And part of the journey of marriage, like life, is discovering and rediscovering yourself. And it's beautiful when you do it with someone. But you change, you evolve. You like plantain before, you don't like plantain anymore. It's the same thing.
Absolutely.
So yes, if you're single and you're not happy about it, do something in terms of put yourself out there. Go on dating apps, date people, experiment with life, but don't use an age as a limit as to why you haven't accomplished something. 27. Yeah. It means you look at that to be off clothes, run around naked now. Technically, according to society right now, I should be weeping.
You should be wailing.
I should be wailing. I should be tearing cloths. But God is good. My sister breathe.
Yeah. Just breathe. 27.
Breathe.
Just breathe. Please.
Uh-uh.
Hi Abimbola, how do you get clarity when you need to make an important decision?
My dear, that's the worst thing you can ask me. I honestly don't get clarity. I just move.
You just decide.
I say that because I can be quite indecisive sometimes. And I pray about most of the things that I want to do. But I'll be honest to say that sometimes I don't necessarily wait for an answer. Sometimes I just wait for a sign. And then I just go. So sometimes you just have to leapfrog, take the risk and just close and move.
Just do it.
But you also have a conviction most times. When you're about to do something or you want to, you feel it inside. So listen to yourself, be very intuitive with yourself.
Okay. Somebody's asking, and I don't know why this is funny to me.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Please, that series, Love, It and Heartbreak, why have they kept us in suspense?
Yeah. People should please ask Bumi and Jakaye. She's the what? She's the script writer, she's the producer, she's the director. Very short series, but very sweet. Don't worry, she's going to give you another season.
Someone wants to know, why so fine?
Ooh, it's Jesus, baby. And the genes of my parents. Also drinking water, minding my business, letting go of things that never pleasured or favored me, and just being at peace and being one with the world, just being centered. That's it. Oshijari. Thanks so much.
Basically, I don't have a question, but me love you die.
Me love you
in
too.
caps.
In caps, okay, you
Keep
shouting.
being
Me love you die!
God damn it, people.
I love you too.
This person wants to know, why haven't you sent me dollars?
No be any dollars. Me will be staying my international account will cry. I beg please. And I know you did not send me birthday from a gift on my birthday, but you ask for money. Ta. That's it.
This lady says it's okay, and she's really nice.
A lot of y'all be here.
That's a question.
It's okay too. Really nice.
Someone wants to know, do you want to hang out anytime soon?
I mean, if you got money and take me to 5-star restaurant, sure. As long as you pay, I'm gonna pull up. Period.
You go pull up.
Pull up.
I like good food. Someone said, do I want to grab dinner sometime? She was asking me yesterday and I was like,
yeah.
Go ask about me. I'll be ready to grab dinner anytime.
I got my pass. Mine is as long as you're swiping, I'm dead.
I like food. I can never say no to let's grab a meal.
But you have never taken me out to grab a meal. In all the years in which I've known
because I always cook for you.
She always feeds me.
Because I always cook for you.
We need to go out. I think the last time we physically went out was just before COVID. Hans and Renee.
Oh my god, that was
that
so
random date. Very random.
It wasn't even planned, we just went.
No,
that was
okay,
fun.
we need to do better.
We'll do better. We'll go out.
The question is just who's going to pay. No, Buki, we need to go to. You know where we need to go to? We need to go to Slow. You need to try their kale salad.
I'm sure I haven't tried it before.
I'm sure you have, but right now, because of the cost of it, you need to try it again. Before it was 10,500.
How much is
now
it?
Now it's 13,006. If you put chicken with it, the chicken is 7,000. So 13,006 plus 7,000. Listen, when you taste that food, it's an experience.
We going.
Period.
We're going to Slow.
Who is swiping?
Make a booking. Don't worry about who is swiping. Food will be paid for. We will eat the kale salad with chicken. That's all. That's all you need to know.
No, I'm not saying else.
And other things now.
Oh.
I quite like their food.
Okay, yes, that bill go higher. As long as I know they swap addition.
Slow bill is always high. Like, why are you even going to Slow in the first place if you don't have money?
But it's one of the few places that it's actually always worth it because the food is good.
And it's always an experience. I feel like Slow is one of those places where you don't have a choice but to just have good vibes.
And you all run into like really cool people there too.
Yeah.
Before you sit down, you say, oh my god, hey!
Every
Lagos and we're elitists.
Every time I've gone to Slow, I've seen one or two people that
mine's always like 5. I go kiss people cheeks before I eat my food.
No.
I'm just well known.
There's a difference.
Yes, babe.
Okay.
Anybody can be popular. not a lot of people can be well known. Because that's character that speaks for you. This is the energy for 2023. Sugar?
Okay, Bimbo.
We're winding it down.
I don't have any more questions for you.
This was fun, guys.
This was fun.
Please, I would like to take this second to thank Ola, who's behind all 3 cameras. Thank you so much, Ola. We appreciate it. I'd like to take this second to appreciate my friend Buki.
You better.
Kitchen News.
You better.
For taking time out to put up all this equipment, all this lights. Let Ola, hey, not only record, but edit. Ola, this video. Thank you, Buki. I appreciate you, my love.
You're welcome, darling.
Thank you guys so much. Hope this was fun. And please subscribe. Please make sure you follow Buki on all of our social media. All our social media platforms. I will put it in the description box below.
For you.
I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And shout out to 2023 and just being consistent, okay? Gang, my preparing pace. I see you. Signing out. Blah blah. Bye.
Balablue.
Blah blah. Ah, God, this country. And